Let's make sure we got audio. Ooh, I just stretched my arms real nice like. Okay. Just wanted to make sure it was all working. Alrighty. So, that's loud in my ears. But hello, people of the internet. It is I, Soul Rack Dragon here, back with more Fate Grand Order. Where today, we're going to be doing a fair few things. Ordeal Call Part 0 has been released. The Lotto event has completed, and I have many boxes to open. Probably not going to do all of them on stream today, but I'm going to do a fair few. Doing the level up order doc to, as the name suggests, level up some servants. But before all that, we do of course have the news. So, starting off with the news dropped last week, a warning regarding activities violating the terms of use. Activities such as real money real money purchases on another behalf, transfer of an account to a third party, illegitimate refund claims, and analysis of the game data are forbidden. Take strict action against accounts found to violate QoS, including further termination without proper warning. Definitions of real money trading. It just refers to exchange of accounts or in-game information for real-world currency or goods. So, from terms of use, device, this is just a bunch of legal jargon. But I've never done any of this, and I hope none of you have either. So then there is the Ordeal Call pre-release pickup campaign. Nito Burrito Altar. Temptation has arrived. I do want the Nito Burrito Altar. I do indeed. Do I have the spare quartz to roll for her, is the question. 'Tis the question indeed. I did get base Nito Burrito to bond 10, so, you know, that could prove as a catalyst. It could. Maybe. I don't know. Next bit of news is the Ordeal Call 1 Zero Compass Inner Domain Paper Moon pre-release celebration. So this lasted from essentially today until nearly the end of the month. To prepare for Ordeal Call 1 Zero Compass Inner Domain Paper Moon, scheduled for release in mid-May 2025. I think it's literally next week. We'll be holding the Ordeal Call 1 Compass Inner Domain Paper Moon pre-release campaign. In-game graphics, blah blah blah. Various campaigns in store leading up to the release. So there's some login bonuses, master missions where you can get quartz and rare prisms. And if you've cleared Ordeal Call 0, the chance of super and great success will be doubled. You're saying super and great success is doubled. That's very topical, considering a Lotto event just happened. Login bonus will be distributed as part of the campaign. Need to complete Singularity F to get these login bonuses. 2 sets of master missions have been added to the limited time for completing main quest progress through Part 1 or Part 2 through Ordeal Call 0 and LB7, starting from and clearing LB7, rewarding a total of 200 prisms, 2 rare prisms, a single of each of the 4-star foes, 35-star embers, and 22 quartz. You have to complete some nodes through Ordeal Call 0. 3 main quest progress nodes in Part 1 or Part 2 through Ordeal Call 0. Okay, I'm gonna have to see what Ordeal Call 0 is all about. But that's quartz, and quartz is good. Main quest costs 0 AP for Part 1 and 2 through Chapter 6, and a quarter for Part 2, Chapter 7. If you've cleared Ordeal Call 0, the chance of super and great success when performing enhancement is doubled until about next week. And also Embers will be halved as well. Okay. So the super and great success being doubled is very nice. Ordeal Call 0 is definitely being done first. I was thinking I was going to do some leveling first, and then Ordeal Call 0, and then some more leveling, but I think Ordeal Call 0 has now moved to the top priority. Release celebration campaign. Strengthen each new hang on. To celebrate the beginning of Ordeal Call on 5/8/25, we'll be holding the Ordeal Call release celebration campaign. Strengthen each class with the new class score system, and prepare for the release of Ordeal Call 1 in mid-May. Strengthen each class through the new system introduced in Ordeal Call known as Class Score. Use QP and existing materials along with a new item, Sand of Starlight, to unlock signs in Class Score that give various boosts in strength to all servants of the specified class. Okay, interesting. So you unlock a Class Score sign, strengthen that class. You can obtain the new items needed for Class Score through login bonuses, extra missions, and limited time missions added in this campaign. You can learn more there. I'm not sure if that's going to take me off this page, so I'm going to wait. Fulfill the requirements to get new Storm Pod login bonus permanently. If you clear Ordeal Call 0, a login bonus where you obtain Storm Pods will be permanently added. It gives you 3 for a day for the first time you log in each day. It does not change depending on the number of logins. New item needed to investigate the Bleached Earth. Use them to do the free quests on the Bleached Earth in order to get Sands of Starlight needed for Class Score. Max of 9 can be held at one time. Class Score related extra missions. Missions where you can obtain items used in Class Score missions that are unlock requirements for tour locks have been added to the Master Missions extra missions. The new missions will be displayed with the extra tab in the Master Mission screen. Tap a completed mission to claim its rewards. For Masters who cleared Ordeal Call 0, where you can get items used in Class Scores have been added. Completing these missions get Sands of Starlight. I think I've seen all this. So Sand, Torch of Nova, and Torch of the Morning Star. I feel like these are... I'm going to get a lot of these. 5 servants to any final ascension. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. Okay, maybe not all of these, because there's a lot here. 150 is the most it's going to do. That's good. Bond 6. It had to be Bond 6 and not Bond 5. New missions that are unlocks requirements for the tour locks. The new missions available to all masters, which are requirements to unlock tour locks. By clearing these missions, you're able to get items useful in strengthening your servants, as well as fulfill requirements to unlock tour locks found in Class Score. So certain missions can fulfill requirements. Specific total bond, specific total level, specific skill level, specific ascension level for... Okay. So missions will be added for the base classes. However, the mission requirements and rewards will be the same for each class. Missions for the extra classes will be added for 2 groups. So it's going to be paired up, the extra classes. Shielder is there too. Interesting. Class Score release celebration, added to Master Missions, just more quartz available, and other such stuff. Okay. Getting mouthful here. New chapter, Ordeal Call. I gotta take a drink, because my mouth is already getting dry. Ordeal Call. Distortions have accumulated in the course of our battles, and now Chaldea must face scrutiny from humanity itself for our mistakes. This will be a journey into the unknown to end the distortion and prove our innocence. The operation, Ordeal Call. Overcoming those trials will be our goal. So after completing operations in the 7th Lost Belt, a new trial awaits Novum Chaldea, Operation Ordeal Call. A new journey to correct the distortion on the Bleached Earth has been put into motion. Ordeal Call, a reinvestigation of the Bleached Earth ahead of the coming decisive battle. After their travels in the Lost Belts, masters must face distortion they themselves, they didn't cause any distortions, have caused on an Earth that has been quite literally returned to a blank slate. Seeing Starlight's nothing really new there. This is again the Storm Pod bit. Class score bit. So no new info. Tour locks, no new info. Ordeal Call 1. It's essentially coming next week, I'm pretty sure. Reinvestigation. Each Ordeal Call chapter tells the story of a turning point in the final journey. The curtain rises on the first trial, scheduled for mid-May. And main feature added. Master level cap is up to 170. I'm not even at 160, so... Okay. And that's kind of it. Everything else was sort of covered in the original stuff, so nothing really new. Alright, so you can see up there in the top right corner that I do indeed have a lot of materials, but I just noticed 512 missions. Okay. That's a lot of missions to claim. Let's claim our master missions first. And our limited time missions. Clear or lost about 7 for the rare prism. Part 1. Oh, clear the opening is 1 of each gold info. Part 2 is 10 quartz. Alright. So, from these, it's bond levels with Saber class servants up to... Hey Buster, welcome to the stream. Howby things. This gaming clutch, very casually, don't have to farm for anything, Summer Melu now. Nice. Excuse me. Yeah, this is a lot of mission stuff. And a lot of quartz. Actually, I want to see how much quartz I have already before I do that. I currently have 413 million quartz. So 413 million quartz is what I'm currently at. I was going to do a count based on how many boxes I open, how much my final quartz is going to be. But let's do this first. But I just want to see the limits of each. So it looks at the 80 marker, we get 5 faux prints and a rainbow grail. Same thing at 130 for each class, and 170. Okay, so possible only go up to a total of 180 bond. And then total levels, each one alternating gives me 5 silver foes. Up to a total of 700, at which point you get some golden foes, it looks like. Interesting. Good gracious. I just wanted to see how many. So up to 2,000 perhaps with total level. That's a lot of golden foes though. And skill combination goes up to past 300. Goes up to maybe 350. Ascension gets us grail fragments. Good gracious. We're going to be rolling in the dough. I'm more curious as to what I'm not going to be hitting. We get straight up grails at a certain point as well. Okay. Okay, so it's a lot of stuff. Let's just receive all and see just what I'm going to be at here. Lantern. Okay. How many grails am I about to get? Of 27 lures. Oh, jeez. 63, that's another 9 grail. Okay, so 9 grails so far, just from the grail tiers. 17 grails. Oh my goodness gracious. Holy guacamole. And all of those things went here. That's amazing. Simply amazing. I love it. I'm glad it all went here, but at the same time I'm kind of annoyed because that means I can't open boxes just yet. But I've got so many golden foes now. It's ridiculous. Look at all these foes! Aren't they neat? I got over 400 million QP in that. Good gracious. Where am I at now? Out of curiosity. So, 190 bond of Saber, 2250 level, 190 bond with Archer, 1600. Okay, I don't have as many Archers leveled up, apparently. I do not have many Archer servants leveled up. Also, just looking at my thing, for some reason it's saying I just dropped down to 0 followers, which is weird. I'm feeling like that's some kind of graphical error on my dashboard's end of things. You have to start using second archive. My second archive's full. There we go, back up to 230. Yeah, but my second archive is completely full of 5-star embers, so I'm kind of SOL there. Okay, so for Saber, it's just bond and total level. I did do the amount of ascensions required, though. For Lancer, it is total level and ascensions. Rider is bond, total level, skill level, and ascensions. Caster is total level, ascension. Assassin is bond, total level, ascension. Berserker is bond, total level, ascension. And all the others are good. Wow. I'm impressed with myself. There's only a handful of classes that I'm not too set on. I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back. Hey, Mordred, welcome to the stream. Happy things. But we're gonna jump into Ordeal Call 0, so that way I can benefit from the double super and great success chance, because my present box is a lot more full than I thought it would be. I'm very glad I did not preemptively open up some boxes like I had intended to, because otherwise I don't think I could have claimed all that. Everybody's here. Who let Kadok out of his cell, though? He should be in a prison cell right now. Good, you're all here. Thanks for coming on such short notice. I'd like to start by quoting what I said before. Da Vinci, you know we are on an admittedly giant ship, but still on a ship. It's not like there's much we can be doing right now. Used all the stuff we got and spent You spent 1.5 billion QP? How did you spend so much QP, man? We'll have to deal with the imbalances we've racked up over the course of our battles to date, and we'll have to face the scrutiny of our mistakes from humanity itself. Once we've overcome these new trials, that's when we'll reach our final destination. Nice speech, right? The only problem is, our operations team hasn't been able to come up with an actual plan of action. But no more. That embarrassment ends today. That's right, I've called you here because we finally determined what to do to prove our innocence in order to enter the Antarctic. Grailing, faux pas, luring, golden foes. That's true, I did get a lot of faux pas, so I should probably see about that. Also, I don't know what we're being accused of being guilty of. I mean, something with regards to the extra classes or something? Like, yeah, I summoned them. And I don't think there's any issue with summoning extra classes. Just ignore the beast and beast candidate that's in my Chaldea. You instant refilled the 1.5 billion and I'm on 2 billion. Good gracious, man. How many boxes did you farm from that lotto? Well, let me show you the method we're going to use to correct these so-called imbalances we've racked up. We'll also cover where we're going to start. Round of applause. Oh, this is wonderful news. Just when I was beginning to resign myself to being cursed to blindly wander the bleached earth forever, too. So, where do we begin? Is this a matter of imbalances? We must surely have a singularity to contend with. Of course, we dealt with all 7 lost spells. A singularity shouldn't be any trouble for us. So let's quickly patch it up and be on our way to Antarctica, right, soul? Singularities are pretty dangerous, though. Yeah, but lost spells are a single timeline. Sure, they're big as hell, but they don't deliberately set out to do as much harm. I'm sorry. 1,370 boxes. What kind of autoplay device did you use, man? And how many apples did you burn through? Good gracious. A singularity, though, no matter how small they may be, they're always a threat to proper human history. There's no sense trying to judge which is easier. Not to mention, the paper moon isn't showing any abnormalities, so there doesn't seem to be any singularities around at the moment. Exactly. So far as we can tell, there are no singularities for us to address. According to that guy who looked like Romani Archerman, this is a problem for us to solve, except we're not seeing anything out of place anywhere on Earth right now. Obviously, we can't do much about a problem we don't know what it is. Correct. With no enemy, we have no target for our torpedoes. I feel like an orga who's just had a whale disappear on it. We've spent the past few weeks searching for singularities, and as you're all well aware, we haven't found any. With matters being what they are, we have neither a chart nor a compass to help navigate the seas. It almost makes me wish we still had the lost belts, at least with those we knew where we needed to go. I suppose you're right. It hasn't been a smooth sailing so much as a lack of wind altogether. No wonder I've been getting weight lately. You gotta get on that exercise routine, Gordy. Get on the sit-ups. They'll definitely help the most. 600 golden apples, probably. Damn. You definitely, I feel like you probably used that auto thing for like 1,000 boxes or so, because 100 boxes was torture for me and took hours to do. Alright, what do we do then? If there are no abnormalities at surface level, does that mean we need to start searching the stratosphere? Only as a last resort. The storm border isn't a spaceship, so I'd rather not push it quite so hard. No, my big takeaway is that we were barking up the wrong tree. We shouldn't have been searching for problems to solve in the first place. We're not dealing with an enemy from the outside this time. No, this time, it's us. If the preservation of humanity itself is keeping us from the Antarctic, the first thing we should do is... Sol, what do you think? Comply with the dress code. We should probably detox. But I'm not getting rid of my servants. Exactly. To that, first we need to know what kind of state we're in right now. So, on that note... Hey there, feels like I've been waiting for my turn for ages now. So let's get to it. First, take a look at this. What was your bonus? And were you running the hardest of the nodes or something? This is a new device Sion and I made at Da Vinci's request. It's called the FOH board, short for Foundation of Humanity. Fancy looking. It's not much of a board, though. I see. The FOH board, eh? What does it do? Exactly what its name suggests. We're trying to make things as easy to understand as possible. Unlike the kinds of measurements we've been taking up until now, the FOH board doesn't look at the Foundation of Humanity value for all of humankind. Instead, it only looks at the values for the storm border itself. Would you tell them more, Sion? It's simple. Think of it like taking your baggage through customs to enter a foreign country. The value of the FOH board indicates Chaldea's current imbalance. That is, the shared imbalance of all here. So around 97-ish hours, then. Our current rank is E, which is as low as you can get, but according to Trismegistus II, once you restore our rank to A, we'll be able to pass through the wall of humanity surrounding it, the Antarctic. So we're the lowest rank possible right now. Really? Yes, it's really quite something that we made it this far without realizing it. What do you think, Foe? Foe! Okay, so how exactly do we go about restoring our Foundation of Humanity value? There are no singularities out there, right? So do we just have to wait for it to go up on its own? Essentially, yes. For the time being, there's nothing we can do. This is the best approach we have. Da Vinci and I have discussed this as well, and we think it's significant that Romani Archerman used the word call. Perhaps it doesn't mean something is calling us, but that we should be calling on something ourselves. Once we considered matters from this perspective, our next course of action became clear. The FOH board is not only meant for measuring our foundation, it also reveals it. We made it to warn us of anything which violates the rules, whether those things are outside or among us, and to act as a signal to call in Foundation repair trials like those we have undertaken many times before. Call in trials? Now that you mention it, that makes a lot of sense. Of course you need to fix the imbalances in your own body yourself. The world isn't where the abnormality lies, it's us. So then... Yep, we've sounded the Ordeal Call and finally stand at the precipice of our trial. What is the scrutiny of humanity? What is it we need to do? Trismegistus II answered those questions like this. Scrutiny is the absence of recognition. Do not be careless in your approach. Understand the meaning behind all things. Disclosure, supplementation, parting, trust, vows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, J6, welcome to the stream. Happy things. You didn't use FG. I'm guessing that's the auto thing. I've honestly never used it myself. I don't even know where one would begin to use it. Probably, I imagine you'd have to log in to FGO on your computer or something, but... Oh no! J6 is dead! He's actually a Lancer-class servant all along. But, really quickly here. 5 words are being said here. Disclosure, supplementation, parting, trust, vows. And this is from Trismegistus II, which is like a future seeing thing, or supercomputer calculator thing, or something like that. So I'm wondering if these 5 words are very much like the words that appeared in the Ordeal Call trailer. So possibly 5 Ordeal Calls, each of which has something to do with these words. Parting makes me more than a little nervous, though, I will admit. You've been killed by Melania, the Blade of Mikola, who never knew defeat? Yeah, I've been there. I've done that. I didn't get a t-shirt. So disclosure, supplementation, parting, trust vows. Assuming these are all representative of 5... They could be just the 5 tenets we need to go into each Ordeal Call with, or each of these words could be associated with each Ordeal Call, but looking at it, I don't think these are individual statements. I feel like they are all a part of something. We have to disclose what is wrong with our foundation of humanity, supplement what is incorrect, part with what we do not need, trust that it will work, and vow that we will not go back on the, foundation of humanity, or something along those lines. Every time you find answers to these questions, an imbalance will be corrected. It is okay, I was right. I just needed to go one more panel. Lovely. Of course, we have no idea what any of this means right now. Well, I do. Apparently. Possibly. Understand the meaning behind all things. It's okay, Soul. Don't worry about it for now. You can't tell me that. Remember, we don't have to look for these trials. They're going to come to us. I thought we were calling for the trials and not letting the trials call for us, though. All we can do now is prepare for them. Then, when they show up, we can give them everything we've got. Alright, here's our mission. The Storm Border will continue investigating the bleached Earth as we bolster our forces in preparation for the coming showdown. On which note, we can now enhance servant classes directly. We have a new functionality now. Gasp. Correct. We've been thinking about this for a while now, in fact. Our personal foundation of humanity might have tanked right now, but what's your total, speaking of tanking, how many times have you tanked at Melania, J6? But with the 7 lost belts gone, the overall foundation of human history has improved by leaps and bounds. This means we can now use human history itself as a source of information, giving us an even more solid foundation with which to summon heroic spirits. Man, it's almost like we're becoming a throne of heroes, or something. Da Vinci and Sion called this the class score. An enhanced class score doesn't just strengthen a single heroic spirit, but every spirit belonging to that class. Trismegistus II predicts that enhancing class scores will help the battles that lie ahead. Alright, Mordred, thanks for stopping by briefly. You haven't been stopping by much, I've noticed. Hope everything's going okay with you, Mordred. I do so hope everything is going okay with you, but hope to see you next time. And give us an ace up our sleeves in our ultimate confrontation against the foreign god. Professor can fill you in on the details. Don't worry, it's nothing complicated. Alright, that's all from the ship. Everyone stay sharp and keep working hard. I know you'll all come through. Yay! We'll get through it. Nothing to it but to do it. So was that Ordeal Call 0? Essentially just an expanded prologue. Okay. Class score has been unlocked from the enhancement menu. Anything else? Expend pods. Okay. And now I've just unlocked even more presents! Yay! More missions completed! Oh, I don't need to use these. I can just... Whee! I'm like a kid in class, spinning the globe around and round. But there's a lot here, actually. Show me this, though. So we're about to get a lot of Stardust here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 105, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. We got to the 150. Okay, I was not sure if I had 150 fully leveled servants, but apparently I do. Apparently I do. The bond levels to 6, though, is... I got 30. Okay. I think 30 was the limit, too, so I didn't do as bad there as I thought I did. 6 torches. 6 novas, 3 morning stars. And then we can claim all these quartz as well. Whee! So, let's see if I've got any new of those ones that I just got. It does not look like it. Alright. Coolness. Very much coolness. Alrighty. So, I'm going to go here. Not that. Mana prisms. See if there's anything here. There is not. But I do have 70 Tears of the Holy Grail. So let's get another 10 Grails real quick. So we should... So given that we just got all those missions completed, that was very loud, we should be able to benefit from the double super and great success chance. And my present box is very full, but so is my inventory. So what I'm going to check here first is class score. I want to see this system. By unlocking signs with the class score, you can grant a variety of bonus effects to all servants of the effective class. There are 9 classes divided, 9 scores divided by class. The extra have been combined into 2 groups. Unlock a class score to strengthen the signs. Okay, I see the primary. Where's... Oh, okay, so I don't even have access to the extra classes yet. Can I unlock? Whoa, trippy. This is like, one of those super complicated RPGs. Unlocking signs. Choose the sign you want to unlock from the class score screen, then expend items and QP to unlock the sign. However, you can only unlock signs at the beginning of a route, or signs adjoining to signs that you've already unlocked. In addition, you will need a special item called Sand of Starlight, which is available on the Bleached Earth. Once you've collected the necessary items and QP, they'll be indicated with a star icon. Expend and unlock. Tour locks can be found at certain points. You must unlock the tour lock if you want to unlock the signs behind it. In order to unlock each tour lock, you'll need to clear a mission and expend a special item called a torch. Okay. I'm not necessarily going to be starting with Saber. I don't know. I think Lancer might be a good place to start. Because Lancer has the most of the waifus in it with Lam Lam and Aresh. So I feel like Lancer's not a bad start to here. Just to dip our toes into the system. Okay. So, Buster crit strength. Or Arts crit strength. You died another 32 times, or... Okay, let's go down the Arts crit strength here. Quick crit strength. I don't... So they do require other mats as well. So this definitely feels like a bit of an endgame thing. Increase attack and defense by 10% when a command spell is used. That's unique. Arts crit strength, sure. I should probably be careful with this, that I don't use up too many materials. You can unlock it by expending the appropriate torch. I'm not going to do any of these tour locks, though. Not quite yet. I want to save the tour locks for, maybe like Alter Ego or something. Extra attack effectiveness. So I think that's going to be as far as I go with regards to the class sign system for now, because it is also pretty intense or expensive to do. Go back to enhance. Who do I have wardrobes to unlock for? I'll worry about them later. Maybe they'll be more expendable QP. However, my inventory is pretty full, so I think I'm gonna do something I said I was gonna do. I am going to begin the process. Lam, or rather, Melt, Arash, Achan, 3 of the waifus have all been able to be grailed. I still cannot grail my Mashu yet. Hopefully they will let us do that eventually. But, one waifu is not up there. Technically 2, but I'm going to focus on the one who came first. So, Jolter. It's time to start grailing you up, I think. So I'm going to grail up Jolter with as much of my existing stuff in my inventory as I can. Then we're going to start with leveling up servants, and so on and so forth, sort of alternating there. So to the enhancement screen, and only the premium 5-star embers for my Jolter. Only the absolute premium. Yeah, this will just be 5 grails. I'm fine with this expenditure. Perfectly fine with it. Even if this isn't really expending much in the way of embers as I hoped it would. Really is not expending as much embers as I hoped it would. We only end up leveling up a lot of servants today. Or at least getting a lot of servants foed. I should probably filter out the 2-star stuff as well. I think at the very least from this, I can then claim the golden foes that I've gained. Use the golden foes on servants. And then, we'll see from there. Of course, we were 1 off and didn't get a super or great success that time. Alright, final grail for Jolter for now. Bringing us down to a nice and even 80. But yeah, halfway through Phase 2 is not bad at all. Let's hide that now. It is pretty good. Millennia Blade of Mikla is like one of the hardest bosses in modern gaming history, after all. Alright, so that is Jolter up to level 100. So now, claim this, because he came out of nowhere. So only show me foes, and only the 4-star foes. Good. Holy cow. This is a... Oh my... So many freaking foes. Hey Zahak, welcome to the stream. How'll be things. Took you forever to go through them all? Yeah, I can definitely see why that might end up being the case. But now we're gonna start foeing some golden foes to servants. Let's see. Base Jolter is there. Let's start getting... Or we were working on Summer Jolter, but she's not going to require many golden foes. Relaxing before starting Star Rail. Honkai Honkai Star Rail, I'm guessing. Let's get Kama up here as well. Kama's also made it to the waifu charts. I've not played that. I've heard things, and I think I've gotten some sponsorship deals about it, but I'm still iffy if I'm going to take any sponsorship deals. Oh, there's a collab for Fate. Interesting. Very interesting. A Fate collab... Wait, a Fate collab with another gacha game? And yet, FGO has not gotten any collabs outside of with other FGO-related properties. Okay. It's dropping in July. Maybe I'll look into that sponsorship offer I got a little bit more, with a little bit more scrutiny. Just because, you know, I could use the money. All I know is the only servants I know I'm going to be rolling for in the near future is Summer Servants and Saber Medusa, apparently, who is also coming in some kind of event before summer. Alright, I was short one of the foes. I left it in the present box. That's right, that's right. But yeah, that's all I know what I'm going to be rolling for, but there's probably going to be plenty more servants. Ordeal Call 1 is presumably dropping next week, and I have no idea what to expect. Maybe I will find a new cool servant there that will be wanting to be summoned. Kama, 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 chameleon, kama. Alright, that's normal Kama Max Fode. Let's get Summer Kama Max Fode as well, I guess? I really did not expect to get so many frickin' golden foes. Honestly, I didn't even know we were getting golden foes on offer from this. It's wild. I'm going from, like, slowly and steadily leveling up the waifus with the golden foes to just dropping a metric ton of them. It's awesome. But, are you ready for Ordeal Call 1, Zahak? Since that is coming up soon as well. I mean, it's being given for free. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll take a look. It kind of depends. Again, it kind of depends. You are excited? You are ready? I'm curious as to... Because, I mean, obviously that, Bima, I think is his name, is going to be a part of Ordeal Call 1. He seems like an okay guy. But, I'm not really sure what to think of him on a grand scheme. And he's only one of the servants that is presumably going to be released with excuse me. With Ordeal Call 1. I'm guessing there's probably going to be more, but I have no indicator as to who they might be. Okay, so that's Summer Kama. So then the only waifu with some form of alternate form that has not been leveled up would be Achan with her idol form. So, Mysterious Idol Alter. Achan, come on down. You're the next contestant on Golden Foe something. I don't know. I'm at a loss. It came out earlier than expected. When were you expecting it to drop? Like, was there a specific time? I don't know what the JP schedule was for all this. I'm guessing you're talking like from a JP standpoint. It came out earlier than expected. Okay. So that's Achan leveled. Or Fode, rather. Now we are going to, once again, filter out those. And we're going to look at the level up order doc. You were expecting it mid-June, so we're like a month ahead of schedule. Interesting. Very interesting that we are a month ahead of schedule. Okay. Well, I need to take out some normal foes now. Which is when you're... Okay, so this is, like, really good timing for you, then. For it to have come out when it did. Excellent timing for you. Take out both of these sets of foes. And... First up on the level up order docket, at the very, very top of it is... Draco. And with this, the beast has been locked in as the servant that is getting leveled. Out-of-state wedding, yeah. I don't remember the last time I attended an out-of-state wedding, honestly. It's had to have been years. I attended a wedding last year, like around August, but... And my suit was too small. I went... The groom, sort of, he paid for pretty much everybody, all his groomsmen to get a suit, and I was one of the groomsmen. You know what? Actually, Umu, you deserve better than 3-star embers. You get the 4 stars. But, he paid for all his groomsmen to get custom-tailored suits. So I went in, I got fitted, I got a customly tailored suit, and, you know, when trying it on after tailoring, I'm saying, you know, these shoulders are a little bit tight. Oh, no, it's supposed to be like that. It isn't until the actual wedding day itself when I go in, and after we've all sat around, chatted for a while, hung out, and I get changed, and I look at everybody else's suit jackets are so much better fitting. Their shoulders are loose. The sleeves of my suit jacket were like down to my forearm. So whoever fitted me for that suit just screwed up terribly. I could not even like clap my hands with how stiff it was in the back by the shoulders. It was ridiculous. And I was more than a little annoyed. As was the groom. He was more than a little annoyed as well, because he paid good money for that suit, and it did not fit me well at all. My form will never change. You will need to wait 2,000 years for me to turn into Draco the City Eater. What? I have changed? I guess you are right. You're going as Charlemagne since it's one of those ones. Oh, that sounds cool. That sounds like it's fun. I do have a Chaldea Winter combat uniform outfit that I do want to eventually try, but that's for when I'm getting into shape, or when I'm in shape. I'm getting into shape right now, and I'm in the process of it. I'm doing pretty good. I can do a solid about, I think I did 70 sit-ups straight today. I could probably do more, but I've got a good routine down. 3 days on, 1 day rest, then 3 days on, 1 day rest, and I'm gradually adding to it. I'm dropping weight, I'm building muscle, and I do hope to eventually be confident enough in my appearance to finally start using the face cam once again. And doing cosplay as, I guess, the Master of Chaldea. Earlier, I just changed my dress. My fundamental appearance hasn't changed. So I'm warning you, stop here. Hey, are you listening? No, I'm not listening to you. You are getting leveled because that is what the viewers wanted. They wanted Draco to be leveled up, and so Draco shall be leveled up. It's been a long, hard-fought battle for Draco to be leveled up, and now the battle has come to a conclusion. After Draco is going to be the Vampire Senpai. But we are finally off of my least favorite ascension and approaching my favorite. I can actually get... Now I'll actually be able to get a better look at the full ascension here. The third ascension. Because it was only a battle sprite initially. But I want to see what the actual card looks like. This is me having overcome my sunset in my lifetime. What's wrong? You need not hold back. Praise me to your heart's content. You want to know what was with that attitude I had earlier? Hey, Viper, welcome to the stream. Happy things. Oh, I was just a little embarrassed. Read the room. Okay, I want to take a closer look at this ascension. She lost the tail. She got rid of her tail. How could she get rid of her tail? Tails are awesome. Sadness. Tears. I cry every time. Oh, Draco, why would you forsake thine tail? She went all Goku on the tail. So she's Super Saiyan 4, essentially. I see. I guess I can understand that. You know, she's ascended her power to the point where she grew up. That's total Dragon Ball GT logic. Man, Dragon Ball... A lot of people rag on Dragon Ball GT, but I definitely enjoyed it. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan... Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Beyond Super Saiyan God, and, those are cool forms. Come on, look closely. I've grown a great deal. The idea of raising a beast as is such a terrifying and greedy one that even I tremble in fear. But it is not bad. Quite the contrary, actually. Humanity's love and evil will be swallowed alike. And we will all ascend together. But as I was saying, Dragon Ball GT, I liked it. Super Saiyan 4 is probably one of my most favorite. Why did I go all the way back? It's probably one of my most favorite forms of Saiyan evolution. I don't know why that's the case, but it is. You know, I don't need to be doing all of these. I just need XP now. It's going to be a slow process to claim as much of this as possible, because I don't want to claim the big batches. Which means I should probably filter out the 5-star stuff, but I'm already a third of the way through this, so after this one I'll filter out the 5-star embers. I promise. Crashed after the first Yo and you just got back. How be things, Viper? How be things? If we want to go that far back. How be things for you, Viper? Outside of crashing, I guess. Which is weird, because I'm not dropping any frames this time, I've checked. I am done looking at my stream overview thing, and I am stable as can be. Though I can't say the same for Twitch itself. Twitch might be unstable. Oh, come on. A little faster. I wish you could drag and... Oh, almost claimed that. That was almost a mistake. Oh. That was quicker than I thought. Anyways. I was talking about something, and I was doing something. I was looking for Cuckoo Lock-in. Type ORT is getting 3. This will be a little bit slower because my mouse fully gave out and died on me, so I have to rely on a touchpad-esque thing to maneuver my laptop right now. It sucks, but is what it is. There we go. Type ORT is there. Excellent. But yeah, I was talking about Dragon Ball GT. Excellent show. Very much enjoyed it. The ending was a little bit... I liked the fight against Omega Shenron, but the ending of Goku's story was a little bit meh. But overall, Dragon Ball GT, it has fond childhood memories for me. Very fond childhood memories. Great success! Gotta love it when you get the greats. Alright. So now we get some skill leveling here, and we haven't even opened a single box yet. So, huh. You've had a headache since 11 and been doing advanced quests. That's annoying. Yeah, I kind of don't bother with the advanced quests myself. They feel like they're a bit much to try and finagle with. Draco, Draco, Draco. I'm blind, there's Draco. The question is, will I be able to get her to 666, which is very thematically appropriate for her? Or should I get her all the way up to 10-10-10? No, Draco's only single target. And that's good, but it's not... She's strong, but she's not 10-10-10 worthy. Although if I hit QP limit, then maybe. Just maybe, but for now, 666 needs to be probably... You need the drop-ups. Fair point. Especially with the class score system, I can certainly see why... excuse me. Drop-ups are necessary. Speaking of the class score system and everything, Zahak, did you end up getting pretty much every one of those missions completed? 666 is where all of my fully leveled servants end up sitting at, unless I decide they have proven themselves worthy of getting to 10-10-10. There is no middle ground. Alright, so that is Umu, or Dragon Tales, is fully there. So delete the row of Dragon Tales. Next is Vampire Senpai. I think I will do Vampire Senpai. Then I'm gonna try and do some rolls for Nito Burrito Altar, and then maybe some Ordeal Call. So let's do Vampire Senpai first. So assess. I should probably take out more embers. I just saw my low numbers. Show me only the 3-star embers. I have none. Show me only the 4-star embers. I have 100. I don't want to take out any 4-star embers if it's such a low value. Take out anything 10 or less. So it looks like I might actually be doing some boxes here shortly, because I have less embers than I thought. Foes! I almost forgot foes. I need to take out foes. Tiamat had, and a little angry, though. But, yeah. I can understand having bad headaches. Thankfully, I've not had any migraines myself in quite a while, but they are never fun. Never ever fun. Alright. You, Senpai! You are an assassin! And you are there, you... You were getting robbed. Yeah. Some of these servants are very, expensive upkeep-wise. I fear when I eventually reach a servant that I cannot level the skills up for, but, and it's probably going to be one of the newer ones. I can see Cuckoo Lock-In or, what's-her-face that we just got in this most recent event, and that I'm feeling embarrassed that I already cannot remember her freaking name. What is her name? I cannot remember her name. I literally just... She spooked me, and I can't remember her name. I feel sad for her now. I'm sorry. I can't remember your name, puppet creator / spider lady. Woe is my memory. Woe is my memory. Hey, super success. Nice. That's gonna be a little annoying, seeing that constantly popping up, I will admit. Yes, I will keep working you into the ground. You've been using the Draco a lot today, so you feel like you get hegs just to screw with me. So you're getting that symbiotic link with Draco. I see. Fair. That does seem like something Draco would do to spite people who overuse her. Come to think of it, since you already know who I am, there's no need for me to disguise myself as human anymore. Huh. Well, I got all worried for nothing. Taoist Wing Sage. HP each turn, and buff removal or resist for yourself for 1 turn. Okay. Just keep swimming through. Ooh, great success. Gotta love it. So I think if I run out of embers for you, Senpai, then I'll do 10 boxes. See where that puts us. Good. Not bad, but it's enough to know it's there. Yeah, I mean, honestly, those mild headaches can be worse than bad headaches. I'm distracting? That's not my concern. Honestly, humans get so worked up over trivial things. An afternoon in Chaldea with you, Mayren, has been unlocked. Interesting. And you're not distracting you, Senpai. You, Senpai, is not distracting in the slightest. I have no eyes for her. She belongs to Shangyu. I know this well enough. That's fine. Like I've said it before, I see it again. I level up by committee, so if people put the points into the servant to be leveled up, then the servant will be leveled up. It's why all the Koyans are probably months, if not years, away from getting leveled up, because they are in the negative point balance. Honestly, I like this Ascension probably the most. I love that fuzzy coat. Fine, I get it. I guess I have no choice but to get serious here. Being a servant sure is more taxing than I thought. Vampirism C. Medium chance to decrease the specific enemy's charge and increase your own. I pressed that. I do have a Draco. I have Draco. And I just leveled her up. Whether or not I'm going to skill her up all the way to 10, 10, 10, that's more contentious. Ooh, neck crackle pop. I don't mind this final ascension. I didn't think you were this obsessed. Fine, I guess I'll stick around until the very end. I'll even watch over you on your deathbed. Rank up quest for her has been unlocked. And some quartz. Whee! Up. And that is that. So I need to get some boxes opened. Also, I should probably see how much of this I get. So it is this to this. This to those. So I have... I'm gonna get how much quartz here? 34 million quartz there. Okay. Please do not bug out on me, game. Please. Kashin Koji, that's her name. It's not bugging out. Good. So that's one. Like I said, I'm gonna do 10 boxes. If it'll let me. And then we'll get back to the leveling of you, Senpai. You stopped on 71, you never passed 30. They fixed it? Okay, good. That is good to know. I'm probably going to save some of these box openings for myself, just because seeing the 100 fill in is somewhat satisfying, I will not lie. Alright. That's 10 boxes. Love how quick it is to do. And that didn't even fill up that much. Inventory space. Cool. 10 more foes! Because of course... Show me only the 3-star XP. And now show me only the 4-star XP, and we will take all but the 100 at the very bottom. This should be enough to at least get you, Senpai, and maybe even another servant. I will not discount that possibility. Enhance. Yeah. Servanto. You, Senpai. And go. Burning the 3-star embers might not be the best idea, but it's fine. It's fine. Ooh, super. Sweet. Oh. But honestly, I did not expect this to be... I expected, honestly, to be done with the stream by this point. I was completely unaware of frickin' just logging in, completing over 500 frickin' extra missions and giving me so much stuff. It was wild, it was awesome, and I would do it again. But I think after this, we're gonna do a little bit of rolling to try and get Nito Burrito Altar. Yeah, just a little bit of rolling. And, we'll possibly... I mean, it's only 3 storm pods for Ordeal Call, so maybe I do Ordeal Call first. Maybe. It's only 3 missions, that's not bad. Decisions. Let's get her skills up to 666. Hopefully, at least. Starting off with just the basic assassin gems and stuff, that's always good. The bells is a little annoying, but we've got plenty. Okay, so she will get 666, no issue. And it looks like her heal and buff removal resist skill is the thing that gets ranked up. Interesting decision. I mean, it is kind of weak, I guess, but you'd think vampirism would be ranked up because vampirism is incredibly weak. She has a very weak vampirism. Bleh. So I think after this, Yu Senpai comes off the list, and we get to... We'll see what some of the Ordeal Call stuff is. Yeah, I think I like that idea. That's the plan. So that is Yu Senpai completed. Kashin Koji is next, but she can wait. I want to see... There's 8 quests here. I will not be able to do all of them, but I can do some. Nightmare Pumpkin... A high difficulty quest. Is there... There's a high difficulty quest at 3 of them. Interesting. Endless Summer Vacation. Delights of the Wilderness. These are also 90 plus quests as well, I've noticed, so... Let's start out with... Rider. I want something that's monoclass. Potentially. This is just Lancer, Delights of the Wilderness. Let's give this one a try. Yep. And Irene Adler, who somebody changed their name to that, but and they want to taste my fears. Interesting. I need you. What was that score? Oh, that must be class score plus 0. Got it. And we're gonna go Muramasa. He should be capable of clearing this, if I can open my eyes wide enough to see him. And I want Bond CE. Backline can get Bond boosting CEs. Cool. Yeah, why not? Ku can stick around. Alright, let's see how this goes. I'm curious as to what it would be. Just some dancing coins. Okay, nothing too bad for the first wave. I just saw their values. Their HP values. 55,555 all the way up to 77,777. Okay. So they're going with a bit of a theme with this one. Let's see what this is like. Oh, I'm getting a lot of cards looking at. And what are you gonna drop, actually? That is a good question. What kind of drops are we looking at? Okay, that HP shot up. 333,000 HP. Okay. Interesting. I do think Muramas is the best suited for this, but that HP value shot up hard. Will he still be enough to take it down? No, he did not. That's a little annoying. If I had a Brave Chain, I might have been able to do it, but... Yeesh. This dancing coin is definitely a critic. Get the Star Gem, primarily. What is this last wave gonna be all about? What kind of loot we gonna be getting? Really? I feel like I'm being punked here. I definitely feel like I'm being punked here. A single enemy with less health than... Wait, it is. Was it less health? I think it is. I definitely feel like this node can be free-turned under the right circumstances. Maybe if I used the Mystic Code skill on the second wave, I might have been able to break through in one turn. But as it currently stands, I obviously did not free-turn this one. But that's fine. There'll be plenty more opportunities to do so. Even though my damage values are dropping every turn. But we got it. Alright, what kind of loot are we looking at here? Stardust is one thing, but anything else? Or is it just that? And Bleached Earth free quests are getting done. That was a lot of Bond as well, I just saw. Just QP. Okay. Makes sense, I guess. We were in a casino. 10 Sand of Starlight. And that's it. Caster. Sure. Let's bring Tiamat in for this one. I need to be on the casters. You're fine. And Tiamat. Sadly, all the way towards the bottom. Alright. Let's see how this one goes. Again, it is only only mono class, and might be better served bringing it's a single. That's a big Ellie. Huh. Okay, so this is better suited to melt, then. Interesting. Very interesting. Won't hurt to do this. I'll be able to fire 2 NPs off with Tiamam here. So yeah, Ellie. So Melt is the better suited one for this. I'm pretty sure you can review enemies in a node, so... Ooh, that's not a lot of damage. Yeah. Backup Melt. She does not have a good CE for this, but it's Melt. So, yeah. Sorry, Tiamam, you weren't as potent here as I was thinking you would be. And doot. Dot. Alright, how much is my Melt gonna do here? So even without a damage CE or Scotty support, Melt still does over 250,000 points with NP. Ah, I love her. Okay, but now we're in the issue of no NP. But we should be fine. We do not have a Melt Brave Chain next turn, though. Which is sadness. Still hitting like a truck, though. Just a little bit off from NP. Doot-da-deet. Okay. These are definitely some challenging quests here. They make you think. They're not quite challenge quests, but... Doot. Dot. Deet, I guess? Excuse me. I do hope that we get the access to the Alter Ego class score, because that is soon, because that's definitely one I'm going to be pushing hard, as well as Foreigner and Shielder. Those are going to be the 3 big ones for me. Can't go beyond that, though. Good H12. Yeah, this was actually a lot more chill than but also more than I thought it would be. I don't know what I expected from Ordeal Call 0, but a series of a series of hard quests was not it. So I'm pleasantly surprised by all this. One more turn? No, we should do stuff now. It's not going to be as potent, but it should still hit pretty well. Yeah, I was not expecting this series of quests. I'm betting the high difficulty quests are going to actually require some thought put into them. But these interim ones they're not bad. They're not super hard, not super easy. Though I do think I would be able to quickly do this one if I had known that it was a single Ellie-chan. 3 drops. What are we looking at as far as the loot goes? Lancer pieces. Did we get a good amount of QP from that? Not really. Is there any point in that one? That felt like a very useless quest. Let's use the last of our storm pods for Trial of the Frozen Ground. Assassin, Lancer, Berserker. I feel like Saber wouldn't be a bad call here, but I don't know what the Assassin class is going to end up being. I think I'm gonna go with Zerker. So let's go all the way up to our strongest AoE Berserker, Shengyu. And back up. Can I get a Scotty? I can. So Scotty 1, Scotty 2, and Scotty 3. Your ruler. Where's Scotty 3? I'm blind as a bat until I can see. Okay. This will be fine. You know what? Just as precaution, we're gonna throw a sumo on Melt. Okay. Let's see how this does. No idea what to expect, but we'll find out. Okay. 2 high HP Berserkers to start things off. I don't think I need to burn an NP just yet. Or they're not even both Berserkers. One's Berserker, one's Lancer. I'm blind. It's gonna depend on how much damage they do. Yeah, they don't do a lot of damage. So we've got a Shengyu Brave Chain next turn, which we'll use to crush the Kree Shot. But so far, this isn't too bad. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop, though. Ow. Ow. Says it's not too bad. Ends up getting smacked like it's nobody's business. Oh, it's not a super brave chain. I misspoke. Get a little heal there, and then press. Nah, not press red till dead. Just smash. Okay. Maybe NP might be necessary. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. Throw the primordial runes on Shengyu. Smash. It's the only option. Aprichki. Or Aprinek. Can never remember their names. Okay. So the Lancer and Berserker were decoys here for the Aprinek. That was a waste of press of buttons. Let's see how we do. We do have Melt in the back line in case Shengyu falls. Oh, strikes. Ooh, didn't even kill the weakest of the bunch. That's really unfortunate. like, really, really unfortunate. Doot-dot-deet. Keep focusing down the high HP one, I guess. I'm not really sure if this one could be done in a short amount of turns or not. Okay. Let's sub in. Which one's my Scotty? My Scotty is middle, so let's swap in my Scotty here. Melt does not have a turn yet, so I'm not going to use Melt to her fullest extent just yet either. So I'm going to Brave Chain with Melt before I unleash hell. Okay. There's good enough hell to unleash. So, Primordial Rune Midsummer. Midsummer's Frozen Treat. And Fanciful Summer's Night. Perfection. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to one-cycle everything, though. Just because Oprinch C is in the very back line. We're gonna try, though. We shall try. Do or do not, there is no try, as they say. Good. Good. Okay, we got it. Whew. Lucky, lucky, lucky. And we get one singular drop. 6 free quests has been unlocked. Of course it has. Frozen Ice. There better be more drops than this from these, I'm saying. There better be. Or the 10 should be repeatable. I hope that there's either more drops, or that the 10 Stardust, or Starlight Sand, is going to be something you get every time. Okay. So, break from Ordeal Call 0 for now. Let's get back to level. So next is Kashin Koji. I need to take out 10 silver foes of each. Savant. Kashin Koji. You are assassin. And I was right on the money. Alrighty. That was a very weird way for her to be speaking. I took out 10 of the same spell. I pay attention to things, I swear. I swear I pay attention to stuff. Is it this foe? No, it's the other foe. So, this foe. Right? Please. Please don't let me be wrong again. Where is she? She's higher up because she's leveled up now. There she be. There we go. Whew. I'm not a complete failure. Complete failure is the key word. So that sounded more normal speech pattern. The itadakimasu sounded very robotic, ironically enough. There we go. Yeah, that sounded off, but I mean, we know from the Ilia's event that she has issues with those sorts of things, so it's not terribly surprising, I guess. Okay, first ascension. Let's see what we get. Ooh, I like this one. She doesn't have blood-stained hands. I tried increasing my armor more. Do you like it? Very good. I like this one, honestly. She doesn't look like she's got blood-stained arms anymore. Okay. So far, second is best. But we'll see where things go. New functions. Same line. Also, her hairstyle is a bit different. She still has the speech hiccups, though, but that's fine. Next ascension's good. I definitely feel like it's going to be Cuckoo Lock-in where I run into issues. My morphology may have remained the same, but my capacity has increased. Isn't that sufficient? Oh, sure, why not? So I don't think she's going to have any new ascension lines. Same line, so yeah. Ascension lines, nothing new is going to happen. That's fine. So she does the 3. Okay. And we're going to be seeing her 3rd ascension here. Yay. I sell a ton of QP too. I might honestly have to 10 some servants. I have reached my final form. Please let me know if my legs are in the way so I can fold them. I would say that's a pretty cool outfit. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that she had an extra pair of arms, but that's just her hair expanding downwards. So, I was gonna say, wow, you gave yourself an extra set of arms. If I was able to modify my body in such a way, I would totally do that too, but, I guess she didn't do that. But an extra pair of arms would be pretty cool. To have 4 arms. Life would be... It wouldn't be easier, necessarily, but a lot of things would be more convenient, I guess, with 4 arms compared to just the normal 2. Mind you, people are cruel, and you'd probably be made fun of quite a lot. Okay, we need to open another 10 boxes. But I still think it'd be cool to have 4 arms. Alright, so 10 more boxes. So we're going to go until we are at 42,000 of the stuff. Excuse me, by the way. So currently it's feeling like every 10 boxes is 1 servant, which is a lot less than I expected it to be. But then again, it did get us more than halfway through Yu Senpai and through Kashin Koji, so it might be 1 box is going to be equivalent to around 1 5-star servant fully leveling up, which means that, or 10 boxes, which means we will be approaching, for Cuckoo Lock, and we'll have to do another 10 boxes, but that's fine. I've got to do these eventually anyways. Alright, this will be box 30. There we go. And I'm currently only showing the 3 and 4, but I do not want to take the 100. So I've got to go through and clickety-click-clack. Because the 100 embers is being saved for emergency situations. What the emergency is going to be? I don't know. I've got a full second archive of embers, so there's not really much of emergencies. Oh, cool. Okay, cool. Enhance. Yeah. Servant. Kashin Koji. The 3-star embers are gonna take a little bit of time, but that's fine. We might get a lucky great success and count for 24-star embers. So, Kukulaka next, then Canis. Ascension? Who's after Canis? And then it is... I still can't remember her name, but she has a bronze leg. Ooh, I like that final ascension. My. I cannot believe you've invested so much into one as strange as me. Don't tell me. You intend to offer me a limb? Or 2, or 3, or 4? I'd actually like you to offer me a limb, you know? Being able to have extra limbs, again, it'd be cool. It'd be very cool. I do hope that I live long enough to see such feats of genetic engineering to be possible. Or just, you know, full dive VR MMOs where you can just go completely crazy with your body and have the sensation of actually having wings upon your back and flying. That'd be awesome. Really would be, though I know that's full dive VR MMOs are probably a very long shot just because of how it would interface with the brain. And that would cause a lot of safety concerns, probably. Come on, Kashin Koji. Let's get a great or super success. We've got double the chances. There we go. It's one of them. Not sure which, but it was one of them. Claim these. Alright. Now we skill her up. I never even put her to 2 for her first skill. That's my bad. So her first skill is the illusory technique Genjutsu, I imagine that's supposed to say, which is a one-time invincibility for 3 turns for all allies, a self-NP charge, and a crit star battery. Or crit stars. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. Okay. So far it's looking fine. Starting to dig into the blood droplets there, but it's not too bad. Alright. So Kashin Koji will get to 666 with little issue. We're just bursting through the servants. So far, so good. 2 leveled up. Both of them have been 5 stars. Or 3 leveled up. 2 5 stars and 1 4 stars. Oh! I kind of got overzealous with my clicking there. I was not paying attention and I accidentally leveled up her second skill up to a 7. Whoops. I didn't even read what her second skill does. Her third skill, Mystic Eyes, be chances to bind a single enemy and increase crit start, gather rate, and strength for yourself for a single turn. My bad. She's gonna look weird. Only because I don't like things looking odd. You're going to 10, 10, 10. You get an... You are the first... Or not. I guess 888 is gonna be where Kashin Koji sits. That's a little worrying, though. That's what? 144, 216 of the Obsidian Blades? That was a little bit of a shocker. Yeah, that was a shocker, for sure. Okay. So Kashin Koji accidentally got a little bit more skilled up than thought, but it's fine. I'm going to roll for Kukulaka. I'm not going to roll. I'm going to do Kukulaka next. And we'll go from there to trying to summon Nito Burrito Altar. How many of each of these foes do I have? I have exactly 20. Okay, I have 20 of the standing foes, so I do not need to take it. No more all fours foe. No more foe on all fours. We need to take out 10 of the looking ahead foes. 10 looking ahead foes. Remember that. So, foes. 3 star. And I need my oldest 10 looking straight ahead. There we go. I definitely am off on my foe count at some point, but I'll worry about that when it comes to it. And Kukulaken. There we go. Kukulaken is foed. And now it's her leveling time. I would really like to see some of these super and great successes, though, I will say, game. I've seen very few of them for them being on double rate up. I should probably be reading her lines, too. That's my bad. Okay, please do not have bad ascension notes. Time to start training. Want to train together, Master? Okay, this is fine. First ascension's not bad. I don't really care for her second ascension. I dressed up in leather because I like it. This combat suit might be a distant, ancient memory, but I never even have to think about wearing anything. Until I came to Earth, I was pretty much without clothes. But this is wonderful in its own way. No. It makes my arms and legs look so long. We are the Winged Serpent for a NP gauge increase for an ally, and if you expend 10 crit stars, you can apply evasion for 2 times and 3 turns of sure hit as well. Next ascension is not going to be bad. So far, so good. So far, we're not seeing any outrageously large amounts of stuff. There's a super. Good time for a super. Good time. Screw you, Cuckoo. Do you not like Kukulaken? Basic abilities up, power-ups are nice. I love training. Do you not like Kukulaken, Viper? Any particular reason why you do not? Yeah, currently I think first ascension is best for Cuckoo. Why do living things grow? We flew all the way to Mesoamerica to answer that question. Just kidding, but I do want to go on a trip with you. Would you like to ride on my shoulders, Master? Maybe. Honestly, I'm more curious as to what the underside of your hair feels like, because it looks like it's just solid gemstone. Okay, starting to get into some of the materials I don't have a lot of for the Ascension. I'm very much worried about what the skills are gonna be, though. It annoys you that people talk about her. I mean, honestly, if she was not a Foreigner class servant, I would not have rolled for her. But I made a vow, when the Foreigner class was released, that I would roll and get every single Foreigner class servant in my Chaldea. So, that's the main reason that she was rolled for. Can you eat these, Master? They're toxic to humans. Oh, still want to try a nibble? It might be yummy, like astronaut food. But yeah, Kukulaken, I'm kind of just indifferent to her as far as servants go. She had an okay role in LB7, but LB7 was full of a lot of heavy hitters, honestly, so some other servants definitely stole the spotlight. Never felt dissatisfied with my form, nor have I felt a need to change it, but my heart beats in response to their history. I am ORT, Kukulaken. So, traveler of the skies above that golden sea of trees. Descended from something, even now I embrace the Dino's far-off dream with these wings. Golden Sea of Trees EX. Invincible for 1 turn, Buster Effectiveness for 3 turns, Crit Strength for 3 turns, and if you expend 10 crit stars, you can get an NP Strength buff for 3 turns as well. The solar hides. I'm a little worried if that's an ascension material, that it might be a skill material. Your faith proves my direction. I honestly feel like the first ascension is best ascension for Kukulakan. I don't think I'm crazy for saying that either. First ascension, best ascension here. But another 10 boxes. Snap, crackle, pop my neck. Man, I have to admit, this was such a good quality of life update that they did, allowing the 100 spin. I remember back when it was just 20 spins all the time. This would take so long because your present box would fill up so much quicker as well. But man, this is such a good piece of quality of life. It's a level 9 map? Okay. I'm not planning on 10-10-10 in Kukulakan. So, I'll be fine. I will be fine. Whew. 45 total. That's actually not bad. That's surprisingly tame. That is a surprisingly tame requirement. Only 10. Or only 45. Mind you, I haven't actually done any dedicated farming in, like, a node in so freaking long. Most of my farming has been coming from just doing the events and stuff. So, yeah. Let's filter out the 3s. Only the 4-star Emperors, just to see if we can't... There's a super. So that was a very well-timed choice of mine to pivot to just the 4-star Embers. And now go back to the 3 stars. Awesome. I feel like that was a very appropriate time to get that level up message. I don't think I've got any other late game servants that are very high up on the level up rankings. So, may I thank you again, Master. You trusted me and took my hand. Even though I'm a different kind of life form from another planet. We might never have spoken to each other if you weren't a Chaldean researcher, if we'd met under different circumstances. I'm so happy to have experienced this chance meeting, this miracle. You. I want to be free, but that's only because your heart is free. I hope you'll always let me be free, so I can be your worthy partner from another world. Sorry, Achan is my partner from another world. So, yeah. But, since when are we a researcher? Is that our official titles, just researcher? Not last master of humanity or anything like that? We're just a researcher? That's kind of lame. I want a cooler title than researcher. Gordolf, give me a cooler title than just researcher. I've done so much more than just researching things. Hey, level limit reached. That was a super great. And again, the timing for the wowie that's so good is on point. Alright, let's get Kukulakan up to a 666 as well. So far, so good. And then we're going to do a little bit of rolling for Nito Burrito Altar. Okay, 666 Kukulakan is easy. Whew. Just a little worried there. Yeah, we're gonna try and get Needle Burrito Altar with just maybe like 1 or 2 11 spins and 10 tickets. I can't really dedicate too many resources to her, sadly. Just because I need to maintain for summer, which is only, what, like 2 months away until our anniversary? So yeah, Summer Morgan in 2 months, followed by the full summer rotation. I need to be prepared for that. I'm going for pretty much all but 1 servant, so... That is Kukulaken. Completed. I still had 1 single ember in here. Take that out. And let's go to summon. So, Needle Burrito Altar. I'm gonna really quickly... I hope I have enough fragments. Do I have enough for 8? I do. Get up to an even 360 no-scope here. Alright, so we're gonna do the 11 spin, 10 tickets, and then the 11 spin. And I'll let it roll. Oh, stretch. Oh, stretch, stretch, stretch. Oh. Good stretch is good. Take a little bit of a break from all the clicking and stuffs. And just let the rolls on goes. So I'm trying to think of how I want to approach things. There is the high difficulty quests in the Ordeal Call area that I can do. Those do not require the storm pods. So those are options. Do I want to do them now, or do I want to sort of spread them out over time is the question. I guess I should try one now and then approach it from there, because they say they're challenging, and to be fair, the normal missions were more challenging than normal. Ooh! A King of the Seraph. Gold? Is this early Needle Burrito Altar? The Force is with me. Or something like that. Okay! I'm happy. That's very short rolls, but I'm happy with that. I'm very happy to get Needle Burrito Altar. I guess getting her to bond 10 and the lotto farming her base form to bond 10 was good indication to her that I'm worthy of summoning her. That's what I'm going to choose to believe. Getting her to bond 10 was the last key needed. Also, a very stacked roll here. We got, what, 2 5-star CEs? In addition to Needle Burrito Altar? So, not bad. Not a bad roll at all. Alrighty. I am Nidacris. I shall lend you my powers as the Pharaoh of Judgment. A proxy for the god of the underworld, Anubis. And the desert night breeze. May my ally, or rather, my contractor, bow your head. Try to treat me well. Bow your head, but treat me well. Do you understand? Yeah, I guess. Alright, let's get rid of the 3 servants that were not necessary. Okay. Well, that was a short roll. Claim the 100 assassins ascended. And I guess let's get Canis leveled up next. But first, let's get Needle Burrito to skill level 2 on her skill. so I don't forget. She's Avenger. There she be. Okay, first skill is Elegiac Text A, increase art for 3 turn, Buster for 3 turn, and 3 turns of HP recovery. Okay, cool. I do need to take out foes. So 20 foes of each. So that's going to be 40 of the 4-legged foe. And 40 of the 2-legged foe. I definitely got messed up with my foe count at some point or another. And I don't know when. I'm too afraid to check at this point. Alright, so Canis, Lancer. Get those foes being fed. She should not take as long. Maybe a Divine Spirit, but nothing good will come for me no matter what you do. Yeah, Canis should not take as long to level as the others, because again, 4-star Servant, an Offering. Alright, and you can have 3-star Embers, I think, Canis. Yeah, 3-star Embers is fine. And I've already read your lines, I'm pretty sure, so no need to read through them. You just tap. Oop, super. You like how much I'm contributing to you? I'm sure you do. Enhance. Divine Spirit line again. Okay. We will get the 2,000 total level for Lancers from this. Nice. Ascension. First is easy. And what's the second Ascension look like? I imagine it's going to be standard. There we go, that's the normal one. Well, this appearance is comfortable to me. Once again, take good care of me. Get Pillaging Spear B. Apply a state where you increase your attack for normal attacks before increasing damage 3 normal attacks, and decrease a single enemy's attack for 3 times for 3 turns, and her own attack increase is for the single turn it's used, which is kind of weird and a little on the weaker side, I'm not gonna lie. But, you know, Canis do what Canis do. Alright, into the golds. Again, super great. It would be nice to see, except for when it's like guaranteed level up. Do not give me a super great success then, game. I will not hit the 2250, sadly. Ascension. What? Did something happen? Oh, Ascension. I guess my appearance doesn't change sometimes. 1 pure prism. Auto select. Okay. I'm trying to think of what to break things up. I think I'm going to try, after Canis is done, one of the ultra-challenging Ordeal Call quests. See what that's about, and then we'll come level up the next Servant. And then do another. If I can do the first one. If I can't even do the first one, though, then I don't know. I don't really care for this Ascension. This is what a real Divine Spirit Canis is all about. Take a look at this. It's Poseidon's Trident. It's real. An actualization of his protection that turned into a golden armor plus the Trident. Now that I have these, I'm a bona fide immortal Divine Spirit Canis. Poseidon's Blessing A. Damage cut for 3 times 3 turns, and Guts for 1 time for 3 turns. Yeah, I don't care for this Ascension. It feels like it's trying too hard. I don't know. I just don't care for this. So I think Canis is going to be stuck to Ascension 2 for me. Yeah, I think that's a good compromise. Good compromise, me. Good compromise. But we should be having to open up another 10 boxes here soon. Again, using those pomegranates. I don't have a lot of those. But I think I've got lots of pure prisms, so Final Ascension art might stay the same. I told you I'm a divine spirit, but I can't believe you would elevate me up to this level. You're sure a strange one. You sure are a strange one. At first I thought you were just this idiot who liked to offer gifts. But stupidity can only take you so far before it becomes impressive. But I love things like that. Keep doing what you do, Master. And we unlocked an interlude. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, so we officially have to open more boxes. Another 10. We'll be reaching the halfway point for boxes opened. So theoretically speaking, we can probably get 5 more servants leveled up here. I might not do... I might save... Like I said, I'm going to save some boxes for myself because I want to see the full 100 opening. What I think I might do... I'm going to finish Canis. I'm going to give one of the challenge quest things a try. I'll level up the next one. And I might level up one more before I call the stream. Because it is already past 2 hours as well. I have gone for more than 2. So that is something for me to consider. I don't want to be going for too late. I don't have any plans, mind you, tonight, but still, I don't like streaming super late. Show me the experience. I said show me the experience, not the foes. Keep the 3 and 4, and then just clickety-clack everything on the way. Because I've got the 100 sitting at the bottom, and you can't lock individual things in your present box, which is silly. I'd use another word, but I don't want to. I could actually take out, like, most of my foes and just start foeing various servants as well. That is an idea. That is an idea for me to do. Yeah. Potential. It does have potential. You can have 4-star embers for the rest of the way, Canis. The question is, how many would I get through before I run out of foes? It would save time in the future if I were to foe servants up early. But I don't think I've got, like, the 50 plus of each foe that, or not 50 servants worth of each foe that I probably need. Alright, that's max level Canis. Let's take out the remainder of these embers. There we go. And Canis skill time. Canis... there. Alright. Let's hope we can get... And we will also be changing Canis' Ascension after this, because, again, I don't care for this, like, artwork. I'm fine with the Final Ascension portrait there, but the standing artwork is a no for me. 666 is easy done. And then try an Ordeal Call thing and go from there. I don't think I'm going to be able to have the time to level up 100 boxes worth of servants, though, on stream. At the very least, I'm staying consistent within my bounds for QP. So I'm not going to be sure as to exactly how much QP I earn from all this. Which is kind of hysterical. But it is what it is, what it is. 5 on 6. And that's all Canis wrote. For now, at least. So, clear Canis from the level up order document. And let's downgrade her ascension to second. That can say final, that can go to second. And profile. No, characters. There we go. There we go. I like that better. Alright. So that's Canis done. Let's go back to the Ordeal Call and see if we can't do one of these super high challenge ones. So we have a assassin, rider, berserker. So that seems like alter egos would be good. This one is Rider Foreigner. Again, alter egos might be good. The power of the frigid cold. Residue of fresh blood. Undersea fairy tale. That's a night class. That's going to be a more difficult one. Just for the classes it has. So I'm going to go... let's try residue of fresh blood here. When an enemy is defeated, the servant who defeated the enemy will be afflicted with debuffs. Bloody residue has resistance that decreases all damage, and resistance that gets weaker each time enemies are summoned. Is it advisable to remove Invitation of Death before if it is applied to bloody residue? Ignoring will inflict death on allied servants. Okay, this is a little bit more complicated than I thought it would be. I'm still gonna give this a shot. Give me Tiamat here, though. And I want Castoria with Hersey. I'm gonna give this a rough shot, see how we do. Get an idea of what these super challenging quests are about. High difficulty quests, same difference. They do just seem to be challenge quests, though. Oh. Okay. Thirst for Life, Terrifying Memory. Decreased defense during normal attacks when HP reaches 0. Decrease max HP for a single enemy. So this is going to lower Tiamat's max HP, but, I mean, it's fine. Let's throw these on. I'm very curious to see what the second wave is, because that seems to be where the main issue is going to be. Ooh. That's not good, Tiamat. Barely whiffed. How unfortunate. It's only at 1,000 HP down as well, so that's not bad. The Terror, though, that has potential to screw me over. Yeah, that Terror has some big screw me over potential. So dark, so scary. So you just inflict double terror, and there's the screw me over portion of the game. This is bloody residue, so there's the break bar enemy. Okay. Purge the bloody residue. What offense did we commit? Special resistance. No fair, no fair, no fair, no fair. So you are resistant to all attacks, yada yada, etc, etc, etc. This is a terrible turn, good gracious. Tiamat is stunned for 2 turns. Shoot. I think what I gotta do is this. Should cleanse the debuffs so we will not die. As well as give us a single turn of rest. There's the terror time again. Okay. We got a turn of respite. Tiamat, focus, higher HP. I'm hoping that KOing these ones will damage. I think it said it would, so. Yep, 2 instances of overkill. Keep inflicting terror or HP minus. Part of Remnant sweeps out. Okay, so there's special resist down. It's a little annoying. I hope that lasts for more than a turn. It does. But we need to now throw up our defenses. Because the freaking terror procced it. Because of course it did. I also have to hope that the bloody residue goes first. It does. Whew. Skill Seal sucks, though. Skill Seal very much sucks. I'm not gonna get a Brave... I'm not gonna get NPs off for either of the casts anymore. So just focus Bloody Residue down. Cast 1. Stop inflicting terror! The terror infliction is dumb. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. And smash. So this should get rid of those frontliners again, which might not be the best idea, but who knows? We'll find out. I just need to start inflicting some good damage on Bloody Residue. Good. That's a little annoying. So I do think, yeah, it still does have one single of the special defense up things. And those do keep stacking. Good. No fair, no fair, no fair. It's never fair. That should get us another NP. It does indeed. And do that eat. Just keep stacking those. I have to hope they don't disappear on break, otherwise I am in trouble. Keep tearing me up. I hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. This Bloody Residue is tough as well. Even with 4 resistances down, I have to wonder just how potent that first one was. And there goes Cass. Shelter. Summer. Go Chuny on these guys, please, Shelter. Chuny's powers activate. Please. Crit like a beast. Not bad. Oh, so close. I might be able to take them down before Melt comes in. Ah, I had to go for Tiamat. Okay. Do Crime Ballet so we have some invasion. Just in case breaking the bar fully charges NP. And we'll do Art Starter. So that way we can hopefully guarantee NP next turn. We just have to hope we do not get Skill Sealed. So if we get Skill Sealed, then I cannot Melt Virus. Suffering so gentle, it so hurts, oh suffering, blah blah blah. And that did not reset, thank goodness. Although I am running low on servants. Do that deet. Scotty's probably going to be going down in a turn or two. I might have to command spell revive for this, which is fine. I mean, if you don't use them, you lose them. I have no conniptions against using my seals. Looks like we will see Scotty's NP, which I honestly have no idea what it does. Increase MP strength when on a near water field for yourself. Deal heavy. Oh, you have an attack NP. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, we'll let Scotty's NP go off. I honestly didn't remember she had an attack-based NP. Yep, my beloved lives. My beautiful torrents of water. Now the time has come for you to frolic, dance, and rise up. Not the most damage possible, but it's enough. We got the break. That's what I needed. Not forgive you never. Of course, you drained my NP. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to end up falling here, but that's fine. That is fine. I can take this out next round with the command spells. For now, let's get some Star Gen going. Invitation to Death. I will get 1 NP off. Okay. Melt. Let us dance on this bloody residue. And then we use Command Spell Revive if it lets us, and go from there. Which will pretty much just be win. Not a bad hit. Gloom. Honestly, if I had used a single command spell to fully charge Melt NP, I might have done it this past turn, but it is what it is. I think I'm going to let Tiamat finish this. Excuse me. Yeah, I think Tiamat can finish this. Beep bop boop. I brought her in with the intention of doing this, so may as well finish it off with her doing this. Gotta love her NP sometimes. Don't forget your lunchbox, do you hear me? Alright. Honestly, it wasn't super difficult, but it was still challenging enough. Looks like daily reset happened, so we might have gotten another 3 storm pods, but again, this kind of feels like farming stuff outside of the super difficult quests, so I'm probably not going to do them on the stream. Torch of Nova. I didn't get to the storm pods yet. Lame. But we can claim 2,000 Lancer classes for 10 more golden foes and 100 Lancers ascended total. Okay. Let's go back to Enhance. Go back to my foes and claim these 20 foes. Okay. Let's get the foes going first, which was on Kama, I believe it was. No, Kama was done. Who was I working on? I was working on Idol. Mysterious idol. What's the next one? There we go. Alright. Because the waifus are the primaries. Alright. And then filter the not max levels. So, next servant up on the level up order doc is low self-esteem needs praise, otherwise known as Huyan Zhao. Huyan Zhao. Alright, and we have the foes already in our inventory, so we can get this done. Thank you very much, I'm very happy. I'm sure you are. You want the praise? You will get the praise. Okay. How many embers of each do I have? I have enough. Okay. Hopefully, at least. We'll have the 3-star embers, and let's get this party started. So we will hit the 2000 total assassin level here, which will either give us more foes or prisms that are rare, but that's fine. Super. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, after this, I might get through 1 or 2 more servants, and then I'm going to call stream, just because with the command spells expended, I'm not going to be running the super challenge quests again. The super challenge quests I think I will do on stream, like maybe during interlude streams or something. There'll be a way to end off an interlude. Meanwhile, the base ones I'm probably going to just do on my own because they really don't seem like they offer much. Maybe some of them will have better rewards later, but as it currently stands, they're kind of just extra missions, you know? Second ascension best here. Changed from my first ascension, assassin mode, to my battle mode. What do you think? Cool, huh? Cute, right? No criticisms will be accepted. Prestige, Star of Heaven, ignore invincibility for 3 turns, and crit star. Gather rate up. Yep, okay. So yeah, I think that's going to be the plan. We'll finish Huyan Zhao, and then go to Tristan, Shiba, and that will probably be the point where we're going to have to stop. I imagine we'll get through another 20, maybe 30 boxes in that time, at which point I will be able to happily level up more off-stream. Next ascension. Criticism is unacceptable. But hearing any makes me nauseous. Because hearing any makes me nauseous. That's what I mean by unacceptable. So go ahead and praise me. Pure prism for a pure-hearted girl. Ching. I've got to be running out soon here. Maybe. I saw 3... No, I used all my 3 stars already, didn't I? I got it set for... Yeah. Okay. Oh, you're a 5-star. Why did I think she was a 4-star for some reason? I'm a dum-dum. I thought she was a 4-star for some reason. Good gracious. Ascension. Yeah, I think second ascension is preferred. Finally reached my final ascension, my general mode. It's the cool and wonderful. Just kidding. And my Empusa element is, well, my Firehat kicks being super strong, I think. Sensitive mentality for 2 times evasion for 3 turns, buff removal resist for 3 turns, and a single NP gauge buffer. Okay. You can't even handle a I hate you from a toddler. Yeah. Poor Huyan Zhao. She's very sensitive. Very, very sensitive. I wonder how she would take jokes. Would she take joking criticism well, or would they still affect her deeply? These are the questions the world needs to know. But before the world knows, we will know the pleasure of opening up another 10 boxes. Woo! Not poor Huyan. That's sad. Not even being able to experience the pleasure of having people playfully insult you. Such a shame. Because that's just like a common thing, you know? Just having people playfully insult you and all that. Such a shame. Poor Huyan Zhao. Come on. Now they need to add a 1,000 spin button, I think. That's not too hard, right? Just 1,000 spins? I'm sure they could do that. They just need to program that in. She would never survive you and your friends' online DMs. I don't think she would survive most friends' online DMs. She is a very sensitive person, Huyan. Very sensitive indeed. She honestly shouldn't even have an internet account, I think. Just because, I mean, think of all the advertisements that are sort of not so subtly insulting to you. Do you need to lose weight? Try such and such now. She'd take that as a personal attack. So yeah, poor Huyan Zhao cannot even have the internet. Such a shame. Such a shame. Alright, I am below that threshold. She would die at John 1. Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, Huyan. John Wick. I was wondering what you were saying. I thought you were talking like the gospel according to John. I was like, okay, I'm not sure why. Maybe the whole die for your sins. She'd think she's a sinner or something, but John Wick 1. Yeah. I think the dog scene. Fair. Okay. You know what? Fair enough if you have that opinion. Because, I mean, everybody's got their own opinions. And I'm not the super radical type. I never imagined that you would raise the super cool me to the super cool me. That's my master. Your feat should be lauded. Now then, I shall act as your whip and wipe the floor with our enemies. Was there... I hope there was a... Did I misread, or was there no comma between I will act as your whip and wipe? There was no comma after whip, was there? I think whoever translated that needs to go back to grammar because, or at least space out the words better, because I will act as your whip and wipe your enemies out. Like, learn to where the pauses should come, because that could be taken in a lot of different contexts. Although, what does that say about me that my mind went there instantly? Oh yeah, I do not. Not anymore, at least. I will admit that, back in high school, I was a little bit on the, zealous side of things with regards to my beliefs. But when I went to college, I did take a bunch of Eastern... I was trying to get original degree. Part of it was a minor in philosophy, so that required a lot of, like, the Eastern theologies and stuff, and that definitely opened up my eyes to, you know, not shoving my beliefs down people's throats. Because that is never a good thing. Everybody has their own beliefs, and I respect your beliefs, you know? Your beliefs are your own, my beliefs are my own. If our beliefs match, that's cool. If they don't match, that's fine as well. And this should be the final button press for Huyan, or not. Unless we get a super great. No. Excuse me. Alright. Could there be a possibility that you're just going to raise my level and then leave me alone? No. How'd she know? How did she know? How'd she figure it out? Who leaked the secret files to her? Who told her the truth? I mean, I don't know. I honestly don't remember what kind of NP she even has. Her first skill is a quick end buster card boost for 3 turns and increase quick crit drop rate when attacking through quicks and crit strength when attacking through busters. So, sort of the Diascuri special there. Yeah, I think she's single target? I want to say she's like a single target quick assassin, which that role's kind of been filled by quite a few other servants, so yeah, not really too, not really leading yourself to being used a lot there, Huyan. Not really leading yourself to being used a lot. She's mid. Yeah, I mean, I've honestly got excellent single target. The only single target support I don't really have a good thing for it would be I don't have a good single target Lancer. I have an amazing AoE Lancer, but I don't have a really good single target. Same with Caution. Okay. Every other class I essentially have good single target for, but Lancer. Alright. And that is Huyan Zhao completed. Deleted. So next is gonna be Tristan. I do need to take out some foes for Tristan here, though. So that's 14 of each. That's 17. That's 20. Whew. Got some clearing there. Tristan. So yeah, we'll do Tristan, maybe the Queen of Sheba, and then I think I'm going to call it. Because this stream has been going on for quite a while. Quite a while indeed. My throat's honestly kind of getting a little bit sore. Honestly, maybe I should just stop after Tristan. I don't know. I kind of want to get like another 10 boxes open on stream so I can fill up my box. Decisions. It would seem you've lived up. Obviously, Tristan. Obviously. Yeah, these next one, Tristan should go fast. Second Ascension again is preferred. I forgot to switch Huyan, but it's fine. I feel truly reborn. Unblessed Birth Bee for an NP boost and an NP seal. Why does your battery come with a seal? Tristan, come on, man. You can't be having those kind of demerits on your skills. Open as many as you can instead of going back and forth. That's not a terrible suggestion. It really isn't. You have my gratitude, my master. Interlude, it begins with loss has been unlocked. So we will get that 80 archers here, it seems. From Tristan. We will not get the 1600 total level, though. Oh, I wasn't gonna only roll. I was not gonna only open up my boxes on stream. I was gonna open up some off stream as well, just because, again, I don't want to go forever tonight and open up all the boxes. And while I am fine with leveling up some servants without feedback, I do... excuse me. I seem to have escaped my twisted thanks. My thanks to you, Master. Critique to the King. Remove buffs and decrease crit rate for an enemy for 3 turns. That's not bad. But I do prefer to level up my servants when people have voted on them, you know, or rather put channel points into boosting a particular servant to being leveled up. Tristan is the first one I'm doing that has not been boosted. Burn the 3s, but that's a waste of perfectly good experience. I don't like wasting perfectly good experience, honestly. I'm a little bit stingy in that way. A little bit stingy and miserly in that way. Plus, I don't even know what I would do with all the extra... I've already got tons of mana prisms, dude. Having come this far, perhaps I am at last free of my former fate. Rank up quest for Tristan! Woo! Let's claim some faux prints. And another grail. And 20 more foes, which I should probably use before I forget about them. You have way too many 4 stars, and already in the 3 stars is going to take up space if you don't burn them. I mean, I use the 3-star embers, though, is the thing. I do use 3-star embers. So, level filter, not max. Achan is sadly so low, so low, so low, so low. Achan's getting close. I just use them. They're just, whenever I level up a servant, they're just sometimes get used. Alright. So, boxes. I think I'm going to open up 20 boxes this time, and that'll be all I'm going to do on stream. 20 boxes on stream will take out a certain amount, and then level up Tristan, Queen of Sheba, and then I'm going to call it. The 3 stars are not worth the effort. Maybe. I do a lot of things that are not really efficient, like, I don't do CE bombs either. Like, honestly, I don't feel like CE bombs are worth the effort. Even though I know that they're very efficient to do. It's just like, that's a lot to go through just to maybe get a couple level ups, you know? So CE bombs are something I've not done. So we'll open up 10 more boxes here, and then I'm done with opening boxes. We're going to finish Tristan, and then Sheba, and then we'll be done. You don't do those often unless you need to make room. I guess I don't actually roll enough. Like, I don't even roll on the friend point gacha that much, if ever. Oh yeah, of course. I have one of every CE, any max limit broken CE that is lower rarity. It is in my second archive, just, you know, sort of as a collector's item. But most of the higher rarity CEs I also have max limit broken as well, at least one copy. I'm working on my second K-scope, fully max limit broken. I think I'm only one K-scope away from a second MLB K-scope. You got slightly concerned. I'm not completely inefficient at this game. I'm not completely inefficient. I'm just mild to moderately inefficient. Mild to moderate inefficiency is what you can expect from me. Okay, go to the enhance. Servant. Tristan. Go. Super! Yay! So, Tristan here, then Sheba. Yeah. Tristan shouldn't be too long. And honestly, I feel like for these lower levels, Silver Embers are probably the better way to go. I don't think there's enough for me to burn all my mana prisms on, is the thing. I really don't think there is. I purchased stuff from the shop regularly. To be fair, there was a time when I was at a mana prism deficit. I was at a mana prism deficit at one point. Give me just a minute here, and I will tell you what I'm at. Let's go to the shop. I am sitting at 54,157 mana prisms. So yeah, just a little over 54k. So I don't think I'm going to burn those away. I do not think I'm going to ever burn away 54,000 mana prisms. Tristan, where is Tristan? There's Tristan. My thumb was over him. Respectfully, frick me. This, you know what? One of the rules of this stream is you cannot bully yourself. You can only bully me. So, you are following the rules of the stream by bullying me. Yeah. You only have that 7k. To be fair, I was at one point a bit of a whale as far as the game went. So, yeah. I'm not a whale anymore. I do not have disposable income, so I can't really spend money on this game. I don't have disposable income. All my income is tied up in school. Alright, that's Tristan leveled up. Delete Tristan. So now we need to get some more foes. All the way down, down, down. 7 is 10. 10 of each foe. Do I have another 10er? There's another 10. There we go. Alright, so Queen of Sheba is the next contestant on the level up docket. Feed her the foes. Get Mash's stepmother leveled up here. Yeah. Queen of Sheba is Mash's stepmother. Normal Da Vinci is Mash's mother. Romani is Mash's father. Mash doesn't really have a stepfather figure. Yeah. That's my logic. Okay. So, Queen of Sheba, and yeah. So we are getting close to the end. My voice is really starting to hurt at this point too, so very appropriately timed. Very appropriately timed indeed. Shall I get serious now? Eye of Spirits, crit strength for 1 turn, and ignore invincibility for 1 turn. Kind of not a great skill there, I'm not gonna lie. That skill kinda sucks. I hope it gets a boost at some interlude or something. I really do. Ascension. Don't just save it, you need to use it too. Pure Prism. Auto select. To be fair, I probably could have gotten more servants leveled up as well, but I did kind of level 100 Shelter. I should probably level 100 one of the Kamas as well. Just for waifu equality. Even if Melt is kind of, you know, the most unequal, given that she has 2 level 100 forms. But Mash can't even be grailed. And there's only one Aresh. Stand back, you're in the presence of a queen. Just kidding. Doesn't really suit me, does it? Wisdom of the Demon God. 3-turn Buster, Arts Boost, and Crit Star drop. Not bad. And it does look like we will get the 100 Caster Ascensions total. And I might very well have room to do another servant if I really needed to. But I'm not necessarily going to. Okay, I'm out. Whew. I was wondering if I was about to be out of the embers here soon. So claim those, just in case I had gotten that. And filter out the foes, get the XPs back on the menu. And start clicking and clacking. So this is definitely going to be overkill for Queen of Sheba. So this will put some filler in my inventory, but that's fine. That is fine. Or a lot of filler. I had more than I thought. It'll be fine. I'm sure it will be fine. It'll totally be fine. If I do need to... If I run out of present space again, I might need to level up Kama off stream. That is a possibility. We'll approach that bridge when it comes to it. I am an illusion. I disappear like a mirage in the sea of sand. Even so, I hope that stories of me will be passed down along with your great deeds. 3 Jin's report has been unlocked. Enhancement. Finish off the Queen of Sheba. Ooh, good neck pop. Bum bing boom bum bing boom bum boom boom bum bing super. Alright. Stream has definitely gotten to low energy for me at this point. Definitely started high, and I'm ending it on a little bit of a low energy note. But that's to be expected. I've been going for almost 3 hours at this point. And there's not been much dialogue or any reading since the very beginning of the stream, so yeah, it's expected that my energy levels have sort of just dropped here. But that is Queen of Sheba, fully leveled up. I'm going to clear up my present box as much as it will allow me, which is a fair bit. And we'll allow everything to start appearing again. Apparently I had some tickets, so we'll claim those. And, yeah. I'm gonna start leveling up the skills of the Queen of Sheba here. So many frickin' foes, it is not even funny. I honestly might, off-stream, take care of all of these foes as well. Good lord, I missed login stuff. Good gracious. The amount of stuff was so much. Oh my goodness. Comrade of the Snowy Child. Command code. Missed that. Crit strength by 15 when attacking if it's an arts card. Familiar strengthened by Magecraft of the Age of God several times. It's become something of a spirit. While it looks like a bear, it was originally a dog. It's a bit like having a younger sibling who's larger than you. Yep, it's Shiro. And then Pygmalion, Chisel out. Crit strength by 10 for the engraved card and 200 HP heal. The Chisel and Hammer are the embody the extraordinary skill of a king who created her and loved her. Plants and animals created by these tools, as in Recreation of Legend, are temporarily given life. Why is it not permanent? Perhaps because the king's love, or at least madness it created, was not enough. She herself will never know. Put my Roman CC on Draco. Yeah, command codes are definitely something else I need to start using more, because only a couple servants actually have command codes on their cards. Yeah, I'm a slacker in a great many ways. I'm a slacker in so many ways. Speaking of things I can do, though. Oh, 400 faux prints. Oh my good. I'm gonna have to handle that off stream, because that's too much. I completely forgot I got a bunch of freaking faux prints, and that's a little bit too much for me to process right now. It's probably gonna go on the waifus, to be fair. Probably gonna be putting just a lot on the waifus, but that's future me's concerns. Present me, though, is going to be calling this stream here. So, next week, if what people are saying is true, should be Ordeal Call 1. And I will be streaming Ordeal Call 1 every day, except for Saturdays, and possibly Sundays, depending on what the Sunday is, until it is complete, and then it'll go on YouTube. But that is all for the future. For now, I've been SoulReactDragon. I hope you've all enjoyed today's stream. I was about to say forgotten. If you did, leave me some feedback in whichever way you so see fit. If you want to check out more by me, be sure to check out my channel here on Twitch or YouTube. Same name, same games. There is plenty of content for all to enjoy. But with the Queen of Sheba being taken off the Level Up Order docket, I wish you all a fantastic evening, everybody.